Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, not that I got past the ads. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Yep, it works. Hello, everybody. All right, we are live. Cool. Let's see. I don't know if this thing's still gonna work. Look at that. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Now I'll scoot over this way, be a little bit more center. Camera wire's kind of tangled, and I just don't want to mess with it right this second. Cool. You guys can hear me okay. That's good. Good. Glad you guys could tune in. I figured I'd give it 10 minutes. That way we can wait for any people that might see that I'm live and then come filing in, and that way they don't really miss anything that I'll be talking about. So yeah, wanted to say hello in the mask, in the face, in the flesh, in the plastic, so to speak. Basically staring at the face. The old face. I like to hit my vape. I don't know if I can do this with my mask on without doing like a... Oh no, everybody's seen my eyebrows. Thank you very much, creepy clown girl. The sheet is interesting. My wife did that years ago in our very first apartment. Hit the eyebrow reveal, right? Eyebrow reveal. I did, actually. I did pack it. It's in the bedroom, Reaper. Thank you, Mina, very much. That felt good. Usually I put the camera away when I vape, but I figured this time I would just let it go ahead, file in, say hello. Fuzzy, what's going on, man? Welcome. Glad you're here. Cool. This is why I start things just a few minutes early. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. I know streams are usually Fridays, but I'm going camping this week, and I won't be home to do a stream, and I just don't trust my signal enough to do like a stream, like a book stream. Like maybe if I'm trying to do like a live reading of a story you guys have heard already or something like that, I'd give it a shot. But I'd hate to promise something and promote a stream and then like, oh, sorry, I have no internet, can't do it. Like, I know some people do, but I can't do that. It would make me feel bad. PA, welcome, dude. How you doing? You guys don't even have to worry about the face reveal. Everybody saw it, and I posted it on my YouTube comments. With all the gore and the sores and the rotten teeth. Like that's me. Total face reveal. Cool. I think I will turn down my mic just in case I get some kind of weird notification or something like that. I don't want that to happen. Oh, thank you very much, CCG. They're brown with flecks of green. PA, I agree. You are a good man and a very talented author. Awesome. Was it 7:55? We still got a few minutes. We're letting everybody roll in. I don't know. It's hard for me to bite with all the spikes in the way. No, I would like nothing. I would like no food. I would like nothing. I do have a little bit of coffee here, a little bit of black pumpkin spiced coffee. So that'll do me for now. Actually, I should probably go fill my thermos. So before we go live at 8 o'clock, I think I'm gonna go fill this up with my thermos. I got a little bit left in there. Yeah, I get the pinhead Jason thing a lot, which makes sense. It does. It does. The mask does look, very much like Jason's mask and stuff like that. And then you got the spikes coming out of the face. Pinhead had them up here, but in here, he had them all over, right? I think so. I think he did. Yeah, because they were on his face and his head. They're all over. Love those movies. Cool. Just a little nervous. Lowland Odinspire? Hello. Woot. How are you? Mary agrees. She's seen it a lot. It does. It happens a lot. Yeah. Basically, I'm a really, really big, very big Jason fan, Friday the 13th fan, like mega big fan. So yeah, it was definitely inspired. If I was going to do something like I wanted a mask, I want to do a variation of a hockey mask, basically. Not necessarily Jason's mask, but I wanted it to be a hockey mask because of that reason. So maybe I made it a little bit too similar, but hey, it works. If I ever have to, I can always just use one of the regular ones with the 3 holes and just not modify it with the extra holes. Really wouldn't look too different. It would look different, but not too different. But I've never had to do that yet before. Though I do have problems publishing my merch. Amazon feels that this is too close to the trademark, so they won't publish me. But I tried to tell them, like, it's not all hockey masks that are copywritten. It's specifically Jason's mask. Like, this is modified enough that should be no issue. The only thing that might give me an issue is the axe cut. But if I got rid of that, this should be fine. That's cool. Actually, I think I saw that, Luke, not like a while ago. Like a long while. Like, cause you knew me on my old channel. I'm pretty sure you posted that to me, if I'm not mistaken, on Facebook. And yeah, that was a cool mask. No, man. Fear, you're more than welcome to come and go as you please, man. No worries, no pressure, and welcome back. I'm ready to kick this off here in a minute. So I'll put this on, take a little sip of my coffee. In order to do that, I got to take the mask off. And sorry, guys, not the day. Cool. Oh, all right. We are seconds away. Kicking this off officially. I actually should probably go into my videos and my live streams and see if I can edit the description. I can. Cool. So let me just bring up another video real quick. So I'm going to post a little bit more in the description than just the book. We'll do this. And live stream, we'll do that. Excellent. All right. So, what did I miss? Fuzzy. And it is. It's just a void. I take the mask off, and it's like a quantum vortex. There's just like nothing there. So, hey guys, welcome officially to Hell's Boulevard, the official live stream. Welcome. It's officially starting now, I suppose. So yeah, new book dropping tonight. Just wanted to talk about it a little bit real quick first, and then I'm going to post the link, and then we're just going to read a couple of things out of there. Sorry, a little bit of that coffee went down the wrong side. But anyway, so yeah, I've been working on this basically since I published the Locust Lake book. Obviously, the Locust Lake book was co-written by me, was also co-written by my co-author, Doughboy 420. So it was partly written by me, partly written by him. A couple weeks before that came out, maybe a month, I released paperback versions of my previous books, which were technically published on Kindle 3 years ago. So that would make tonight's book, the book I'm revealing tonight, my first completely self-written book of the year. Really my first completely self-written book in the first 3 years. So I did put a little bit of extra work into this one. I really think you guys are going to like it. Not every story is going to be completely Halloween themed. I think there's one that takes place in the winter. I think that's The Lurching Fear. Another one takes place in the summer. Well, technically takes place in the fall because the chunk of the story takes place in the summer, but it's kids, so it's fall. Either way, it's Lovecraftian, so I figured I would include it and made a good addition. But there's a lot of other ones here that they're autumn related, Halloween related, specifically the last one, Hell's Boulevard, is a Halloween story. It's also the title of the book, and it's the longest story in the book. That story is actually one that I wrote maybe, I don't know, 3 years ago, and I had it for just in case. I'm sure a lot of you remember that I wrote a story every single week to put out. I was afraid of maybe getting sick or something like that, and I wouldn't have something to read or to narrate or to put up. So I wrote that story and I kept it put aside. It was an extra, but it's never been narrated, and I wanted to include it in this. I will say that it actually was intended to be the start of a saga. So this might be the unnarrated prequel to an upcoming saga, basically. So I do hope you guys check this out. The pricing I kept relatively cheap. I tried to keep as cheap as I could anyways. This is considerably longer than Cleaving Thought from Bone. I know most of you that have purchased my other books are aware of the size. They're magazine size. So when I say it's 72 pages long, it's a relatively large book. Cleaving Thought from Bone was 72 pages long. This one is 92 pages long. So it's 20 pages longer. Obviously, I'm sure everyone can count. 20 pages longer than Cleaving Thought from Bone. So it is considerably longer than that book. It is the same amount of stories, though, as Cleaving Thought from Bone. So the stories themselves are just longer, much bigger chunks. But I did want to go through the table of contents real quick with you. But maybe I'll go ahead and I will post the link first. So I'm going to go ahead and just update the channel description with the link to the book, and then I'm going to post the link here in the live chat. So just give me 1 second. I got to do this. Control C. I'm going to do some pasting here. And book available. And saving the video details. So that's gone ahead and been updated. And I'm going to post the link right here in the live chat. So if you guys want to go ahead and check it out, it's all, by all means, it's available. When you click on it, you're going to see that the Kindle version is $3.99 and the paperback is $13.99. Cleaving Thought from Bone is the same price. So the reason why I was comparing it to the book is because I wanted to make sure that I kept it the same price as Cleaving Thought from Bone. I wanted to give you guys a little bit more something substantial in this, some longer reads, some heavier hitters, but I didn't want to charge you for it. So the printing cost really wasn't all that much more. So I just wanted to make sure that I kept it relatively the same, and I kept it exactly the same. So the Kindle version of Hell's Boulevard, Behind the Mask of Madness, is $3.99. Keep in mind, Kindle can be accessed via a desktop, laptop, cell phone, tablet. Anything can work as a Kindle reader. I myself am not a big fan of Kindle because of staring at a screen to try and read a book. It strains my eyes. So, and there's something to be said about being able to hold the physical book. I don't know. There's something about books I just feel should be read physically and not on a screen. But that will be $13.99. So again, I hope you guys check it out. I'm very confident in this book. I really, really think you're going to like it. So if I missed anyone, hey, SGD, how are you? Welcome. I'm very happy you made it. Making sure I didn't miss anybody else. If I did miss anybody as you filed in, I am sorry. I've been kind of rambling off, and I realized that. My apologies. So, anyways, the 13 stories in here. Some of these you're going to recognize because I've narrated them. Some of them you guys might recognize because I narrated them previously on my other channel, but I have not re-narrated them yet. And then obviously the last one. So, which is the exclusive to the book, never been narrated, never will be narrated. So the first story is Spare Parts for the Gods. That story was inspired actually by a road trip that my brother and I took to Devil's Pond State Park, North Dakota. And really creepy setting. I remember when I was there. So I wanted to, I don't know. I've always heard write what you know. So that's where I stuck it. I feel that story is very Lovecraftian. I love the monsters, the settings. It does take place in the summertime, but it is flashbacked from an autumn setting. So it does fit. Delway's Meat House Diner. If you guys are hungry for a tasty treat, I did want to make sure I included that one here as well. That's a nice long read. That is also based in Susquehanna County, Pennsylvania, which you guys might recognize from the Locust Lake stories and The Fence Down the $1 Million Highway and quite a few other stories that take place in my personal Derry, Maine, basically. So again, that I think you guys are going to enjoy that read. Torn Apart. That is a Skinwalker story. Again, I think a lot of you guys have probably listened to that. It's about a couple basically living in lockdown because of recent animal mutilations in the area. I don't want to reveal too much, but I think you're going to like. You're just going to like how everything turns out in that one. The Devil's Punch. Well, no, sorry. The next one is The Monster of Pope Lick Creek. That's actually a story I want to reboot. I actually would like to use the same voice actors. I just want to do a better job at editing it together. So I hope you guys, maybe want to check out that reboot when it happens. I just feel it really could use one. I didn't really know as much as I know now, so I would like to go back and just fix some things. That's all. But that is a story that takes place about an urban legend in Kentucky, about a monster on the loose in the woods near a set of railroad tracks. I believe it's Kentucky. Don't quote me. I'd have to go ahead and read the story again. It's been a while. So the next one is The Devil's Punch Bowl. That is another story that takes place in Susquehanna, Pennsylvania. It's actually the setting for one of the scenes in Delway's Meat House Diner. That story, again, that was one of the first ones I re-narrated when I put this channel up. If for some reason you guys haven't listened to that, I highly, highly suggest you go listen to that. That story was actually written around the idea for a sound effect. Familiar Territory. You guys, I don't know if you, how fond you are of the familiar mythos. I've done the familiar profile, the familiar, obviously, and then surviving familiar territory. And familiar territory is surviving familiar territory, just without the survival aspect of it in the title, but that's still what it is. So I do hope you guys enjoy enjoy the story when I narrated it. That one is a little bit shorter than the others. I wrote that when I was surprisingly watching a lot of Survivor shows. Really liked Survivor, man. I have a thing for the woods. Who's been sending me pictures is the next one. That one is a great read. If you guys ever want to read that out loud to somebody yourselves, if you happen to get the book, that might be a good one to do so. It is a bit of a longer read. Love the ending in that. The Dead. Now, that's one you guys haven't heard again. I narrated it once, year one, on my other channel, my first channel. Haven't re-narrated it again. But I do have a treat for you later on this month. Well, actually next month, because I'm sure a lot of you are wondering if I was going to be doing a live reading in October. I am planning on doing a live reading on Devil's Night, Friday, October 30th. And the story I have picked for that is The Dead. So I hope you guys tune in for that one. The Lurching Fear. That is a story that I wrote while I was working third shift, surprisingly. Again, write about what you know. It's a story about a guy that works as an electrician at night, and a series of events unfolds badly and ends up poorly for at least one other individual. The Fence Down the $1 Million Highway. Now, I went ahead and I mentioned that one earlier. That is another Susquehanna County, Pennsylvania story about a real place, the $1 Million Highway. The beginning of it will explain the background about a highway that was meant to go from one town to another. A lot of money was spent to clear the land and create like a dirt path through the woods from that town. And then they decided to move the highway like a half a mile in the other direction. And all that money was wasted, and the township paid for it. About $1 million worth of taxes wasted. So that is why it has been dubbed in the area as the $1 Million Highway. And it's about a monster that happens to live down in those woods. Next one is Something About Me. Again, now I read that, I think, season 2 of my first channel, only once. That is also quite a bit of a longer read, and I did change the ending a bit for that. I tested the waters with that as a series, and as it ended pretty conclusively. So I went ahead and just rewrote the ending a tad, so that way it turns out to not be a series, basically. Sums it up in one lump sum. Might be able to turn it back into a series, but I'm not really thinking about it at this point. The Ascension Project. That is I guess you could call it an evil scientist experiment story. Another one that I think, like, The Dead, the Devil's Punch Bowl, the Ascension Project, they're perfect fits for Halloween. It's a longer story. I actually was reading it to my wife the last time we went camping, and she enjoyed it quite a bit. So, and I actually enjoyed reading it because I haven't read it since the first time I read it on my previous channel. Actually, I enjoyed it quite a bit. And then the last one is Hell's Boulevard. Hell's Boulevard is obviously the title of the book. That was a story, like I said, that I wrote years ago as a spare story just in case that I needed it. And now that I'm sitting on all these stories to read again, I don't need a spare story. So I wanted to include it because it is really good, and I have been waiting for a chance to give it to you guys. Last year, I was thinking about narrating it for Halloween as a Halloween special, but I really wanted to start reintroducing the Locust Lakes again. I know I took a break from after Halloween, but things kind of went south last year towards the end, but that was the original plan. So I scrapped that. I honestly feel like Locust Lake last year on Halloween was a good return to tradition anyway. And I felt it would make a good inclusion for a book because I wanted to give you guys a book for Halloween. As soon as I finished the Locust Lake book, I turned and looked at my wife and said, what would be cool is coming out with a book for Halloween. So I know a lot of my 2 previous anthologies included a Christmas story, but I purposefully did not put one of them in here because I wanted to keep it mostly Halloween oriented. And Hell's Boulevard is a Halloween story that revolves around a portal that is only open on Devil's Night. So that is the contents of Hell's Boulevard. It's 92 pages long, size 12 font, I believe. Gabriel, size 12, if I'm not mistaken. Garmond, size 12 Garmond. So a lot packed onto every page. large pages. Definitely will stand out in any bookshelf in a collection because they're, like I said, they're magazine sized. But I wanted to keep these books like this on purpose. I was a little apprehensive until I received them. But they remind me of the old school horror mags that you used to be able to get in comics and stuff, like on the racks at gas stations and in grocery stores. So it does fit that style. And that's kind of what I'm going for anyway. That's the intended theme for everything that I do is old school horror. So even the books look and feel like old school horror. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to post them. I'm going to read some comments now, and then we'll read some, like maybe the contents, acknowledgments, or not contents, the preface, the acknowledgments, stuff like that. Thank you, SGD. Much better than DNR. Thanks. I do like Times New Roman. Actually, when I'm doing office reports, stuff like that at work, it's a very professional font. When I'm writing myself, it's just the standard default Calibri size 11. It's actually how I judge the timing of my narration. I know that 3 pages full of Calibri size 11, size 1 spacing, will give me 15 minutes of narration, 5 minutes a page. But that's how I leave it when I'm just writing it to narrate it. When I'm going through the book, I actually looked up what other books use, and it just seemed like a lot of horror authors used Garmon font. Believe it's size 12 point for the text, and 16 point for the titles, I think I used. That's cool. No, Times New Roman is a very professional font, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually what I wrote all my college papers in, were Times New Roman. Yes, homage to the classics. I'm all about classics, 80s horror, Friday the 13th, Halloween. Tales from the Crypt is obviously a really huge inspiration for what I do. I didn't get a chance to watch it on HBO. My wife talks about that a lot. I had to wait for it to come to Fox, and it came on Fox on Saturday nights at 8:00. So it's literally the reason why I chose, even on my original channel, why I decided to publish my main stories on Saturday, in the style that I do them. It's also the reason why now that I premiere them at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time, because it takes the time slot of Tales from the Crypt. I hope it is. I hope it is too. Send it over, CCG, as soon as it's. I'm sure it will be, though. I got faith in you. You're diligent. Cool. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and just I'll jump into the preface here. Preface and the acknowledgments are pretty short and sweet in this. Spent a little bit of time doing the cover. I did do the cover myself. Kind of did some photoshopping of a few different images and mashed them together, changed contrast, stuff like that. So, but it was all free to use stuff from Pixabay, so it was. I should be good. So, anyways, the preface. If you're looking for good terror, you've found it. Contained within are accounts of trespassing gone wrong, portals to other realms, ancient entities long since forgotten, and more horror than your mind may be prepared for. If you're the daring type, or a general fan of the utterly macabre, then settle in for the stories to follow. The road may be long, traffic may be atrocious, but Hell's Boulevard is toll-free and ready for your departure. So, like I said, short and sweet, but that's the preface. I felt it sounded inviting. I actually, if you guys do take a look on the back, that's also going to be the main paragraph on the back matter is the preface. I just felt it really helped to draw people in to what the book is about. I also put, if you have been following my work, you may know how much I enjoy instilling terror. Read on through my third horror anthology to see if you can survive a stroll down Hell's Boulevard. That's the little author blurb at the top of the back matter. Thank you very much, Devane. Like I said, I really felt it helped to draw people in. All right, and then my acknowledgments, which I feel is fitting to put out there because you guys are kind of included. I would like to thank all of my supporters, my fans, who are mostly my friends, my parents, my wife, and my children. It takes time to enjoy my hobby of horror creation and is surely daunting to get set aside. And therefore, the patience expressed by those above is highly appreciated. I can only hope that you have truly enjoyed these writings as much as I have enjoyed creating them. If you are interested in my other works or would like to know when future releases will be published, please follow me on Amazon. Please follow me on my Amazon author page as L.W. Sutton or on social media as Sabian Lockhart, Sociopathic, or Cleaving Thought from Bone. Again, I sincerely hope that you have enjoyed these stories of mayhem and madness and look forward to my next installment. So that is about all I am prepared to read for you out of Hell's Boulevard. But like I said, it's $3.99 Kindle, it's $13.99 paperback, and it's jam-packed with 92 pages of 13 stories of anthology-style horror that is guaranteed to chill you to the core. I'm going to hit my vape now, and then we'll move on. I know a lot of you are also here to don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I'm going to announce the contest winner tonight. I do have a winner. My judge texted it over to me first thing this morning. He actually gave me hold on one second. I want to make sure. I believe he gave me the top 3, but I want to make sure. All right, so yeah, I'm going to find the text. I would like to tell you who the top 3 were, but I got to find it first. Bear with me. Not missing anything. Thank you, everybody, here to support me. I tell us, and I know the suspense is killing you, right? I figured at the end of the stream. I'll reveal the contest winner, because this I thought would be mostly about some other things, but we can get to that in a minute. Just let me see if I can find out who aha. All right. So I do have the top 3. Who tell us? We'll get there. Another thing I want to touch on first, though, guys, is HorrorCon. So don't forget to sign up for that. I've been posting links for it. I don't know if you guys, I'm sure a lot of you have seen the booth that I posted. I posted it everywhere because I'm so excited. But yeah, so definitely make sure you tune into that. All right. I bet you guys really want to know that contest winner, huh? Oh yes, there is a winner. So I do want to go ahead and give out the top 3. I don't know who else was beyond that, but I know when he texted me, he did give me his favorite, but he said it was a really close call, and he spent most of his time trying to decide which of these 3 people would win. So the other 2, just be aware you were almost there. Everybody else, I don't know how close you were to the top of the list, but I know I read through quite a few of the stories, not read through them because I wasn't allowed, but I did kind of just like take a little peek, and I'm telling you, there wasn't one that was bad. There wasn't one that was even remotely bad. There was one that I know who you are that was written about me specifically, and I haven't read it yet. But apparently it made Doughboy laugh very, very much. So yes, and he's the one that was the judge. But I do want you guys to know that I sent over your stories to Doughboy with no names on them. So all I had was numbers, and then I cross compare the numbers to the names I have written down next to them, and obviously the name of the story that you guys sent to me. So he doesn't know whose story is whose. So there's no bias. So all he's doing is just reading stories and telling me the best one that he liked the most. But he did like the one that was written about me. So the winner is. Can I get a drum roll? Do I do a drum roll? Winner. So, anyways, yeah, the winner is it's Mia Mina. Mia Mina, you won the contest. Doughboy actually chose yours over everybody's. He thought yours was the best written. He liked it the most. So yeah, you are the winner. So later on, after the stream, I'm going to contact you. Probably Discord would be the easiest. I'll DM you. You're going to have to trust me, and you're going to have to send me an address and a size of the shirt that you would like. Would like from me. I do have to order it and wait for it to get sent to me. When I got mine sent to me, it wasn't even a week. It was a matter of a couple of days. So I'll get it ordered tonight or tomorrow, and it should be here really soon, probably no later than Monday, and then I should be able to go ahead and ship it out. I don't want to give time frames because the mail is crazy and all that kind of stuff with things that I can't mention on the internet, but I just want to go ahead and just let you know that, yeah, you won. Absolutely. Mia, hugs. Yay. Very well done. Very, very well done. Trying to see. He gave me, I should go back to Facebook real quick. I did look up the other two and then I closed out, but he also gave me, see, because I told you I only glanced. I can't remember the name of the story, but he did give it to me. My favorite, I can that or whatever. About in his comment about the one about me. So I'm just going to go into my Gmail once again and see if I can just get that story title real quick. Probably should have looked this up beforehand, huh? The Only One. That's the name of the story. So that's the name of one at all. The Only One. So really, congratulations. Well done. Well played. You did a phenomenal job. You should be proud of yourself. The runners up were second in line was Horror Stories with Baron, Slug Mummies. So that was another one that was a toss up in there. And then let me see if I can find his as well. Third one was PA Nightmares, Harvest Day. So all three of you were really, really close. Just wanted to put that out there. So, and I don't think there was any specific order except for the number one. He just gave me the other two that fought for consideration with that first place winner. So I don't know if there's like a number two or a number three place, but you guys all did really, really well. And I'm going to go through and read all the stories myself. I am positive that everything you guys submitted is absolutely phenomenal. And I'm going to prove it because I'd like to narrate them all. I'm going to narrate Mia's story. I'm going to upload it for October 13th, Creepypasta Day. But after that point, probably after the month of October, starting in November, I would like to start trickling these stories out as Tuesday tidbits. Before I do, I will contact each of you authors individually and just ask you that, to make sure that this is okay and stuff like that, that I go ahead and I narrate it and I get your full permission. But yes, all of your stories will make Tuesday tidbits. Mia's will end up being a Creepypasta Day upload. So really, really happy you guys went ahead and submitted. I got so many submissions. I kind of feel bad for my co-writer because he had to read so many stories in I was actually going to make the deadline on the 18th during my other stream. Last Friday's stream during Quicksands of Time was going to be the deadline. But when I did my my previous stream and I named the date, the deadline date, I messed up and said the 20th. So that's why I was like, 9 a.m. because I wanted to make it as far back towards the 18th as I possibly could. But it was supposed to be that. So there was an extra day or so thrown in there, and Doughboy kind of lost a day of reading. So big hats off to you, man. Really, really appreciate it. Cool. Very cool. I'm assuming I got the new sub. If I did, thank you very, very much. Very much appreciate the sub, likes, any of that stuff really helps out the channel. Fuzzy, if you're referring to yourself as you having a new sub, then cool. Oh, you mean you are a new sub of Veil of the Parent? I need Fuzzy. Can you do me a favor? I think you're a member of my Discord. When this is over, can you post a link to that channel so I can check it out? That would be amazing. Or if you want, I mean, just post it right here in the Discord. I honestly don't mind. Hey, horror stories with Baron. Cool, you made it. Sorry, I did not see you file in, my friend. I honestly don't know who the other top ones were. All he did was give me the top 3. So I don't know who number 4 or 5 or 6 or anything like that was. But I didn't get anything back from him saying that anything was bad or anything was over the limit or anything like that. The only other comment I get was the one that was about referring to me. I believe actually the author intends that to be an upcoming series, which is actually kind of cool. I'm kind of excited for that. But it made him laugh, which is always nice to hear that something gives Doughboy a chuckle, because he's called Doughboy for a reason, and it's actually his laugh. Yeah, you were, Fuzzy. You were absolutely a sub from the start, the very start. I think like my first 20 subs. Like as soon as I published my very first narration, which was absolutely terrible. I sincerely hope I've grown since then. So I figure I'll take a little bit of a breather here, maybe 2-minute intermission. Wish I could throw up like an intermission phase. I need like a card to hang in front of the camera just so I can get a quick drink. And I might go ahead and read another story or two out of this book, More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Always seems to be a go-to for me, especially if I need something to narrate for you guys. Looks like I'm going to have to get one of the other books though here pretty soon, because eventually I'm going to run out of little extra stories by Alvin Schwartz to read. yes, we do, Mia. We most certainly do all grow in time. I know it took me a little bit of time, for sure. I will. I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. Just I'll be right back. I am back. Hey, how are you? How are you, Princess? Almost called you by your Discord name. I do try not to do that. How are you? I'm glad you could make it. Whew. So, yeah, a little bit warm over here in the house tonight. We had a little bit of a spring back into summer here for a couple of days. Also, real quick, just wanted to talk to you guys. I forgot to mention just one more time, the 13 days of Halloween. I want to assure you they are completed, except for night 6 and night 13, Halloween night. Those I am still working on because they're Halloween videos. Those are going to be collabs. So I'm still waiting on lines from a couple of people for each one of those stories. But I'm hoping to have basically all that back here by the end of the month. And then maybe by the first or second week in October, having them done. But because they're Saturday uploads, I'm just going to do them in line with normal Saturday videos. So rest assured, the 13 days are basically locked in solid and are a thing. The other 11 videos are 110% complete and ready for upload and backed up on a hard drive just in case something does happen. So they are done. And they are self-written this year as well. Some of you might remember the 13 days from my previous channel. I know I've mentioned this, plenty of times. I figure I'll mention it again. That was a part of my marathon. I guess a lot of people looked forward to it. I didn't realize how many people did. I was going to bring it back last year, but I just couldn't. I didn't have enough short stories to read, and I did not have time to write them by the time I thought that I would want to do a marathon. So this year, I went to writing. Doughboy 420 went to writing. My wife went to writing, and Beautiful Nightmare went to writing. And we have all whipped up a 13-day marathon that I honestly believe you are all going to thoroughly enjoy. So here's to Halloween, guys. Absolutely, Fuzzy. Please plop the link right here. You have my permission. Cool beans. I'm just gonna sit back and chat with you guys for a minute while he goes ahead and posts that link, and then I'm gonna see if I can find something out of this book that I can read for you. It's hard to remember which ones I've read for you in previous streams. So if any of you guys remember, as I shout out the title, I'll go ahead and I'll give it a moment, and you guys can be like, yeah, you read that one already, and I will move on. Oh, that's bull. What is the name of the channel, Fuzzy? Again, please give it to me. I will do a YouTube search for it. Thank you very much, PA. Very much appreciated, man. I'm sure I will read it with great pleasure, and I guarantee you everybody else is going to be very happy when it comes out. Like I said, it was a contender for first place, so have nothing but faith in you, man. You write really good stuff. Through the Veil Paranormal. Let me see. Let me see if I can control C. Control V. I am already a subscriber, so I'm going to have to go ahead and just take a look at more of these videos. Wonder if there's like a schedule. There is a premiere. 10 o'clock tonight. That's probably why I missed them. I'm usually at least 10 o'clock. I'm in bed, unfortunately. But it gives me something to watch if my boss doesn't come in at the ass crack of dawn tomorrow morning. Because I do like to watch and catch up on some YouTube videos, some Star Wars content, stuff like that in the morning. Then I like to do some writing. And then about 8 o'clock, I'm awake enough, and I do start my real work for the day. I mean, don't get me wrong. That hour is still filled with, sending out emails and checking on emails sent the night before and logging into systems and making coffee for when the boss comes in. And there's a laundry list. But yeah, it does leave me some time to go ahead and check out some other content. So that will be the plan moving forward. And if you've got Mia's stamp of approval and Fuzzy's stamp of approval, and Demented Drone's stamp of approval, like everybody's like, yeah, they're awesome. So I'm definitely gonna have to check out more of those videos. Probably one of those channels again that just does not get enough attention. There's so many of them out there, really, really fantastic and talented content creators, and just don't get the attention they need. You missed basically you missed the introduction to the book. So I'll just recap real quick. Hell's Boulevard, my fourth book that I've published, my first completely self-written book that I've published in the past 3 years, is now available. The link is in the description. Paperback is $13.99. Kindle is $3.99. About half the stories are autumn, fall, Halloween themed. And I really do think that you're going to enjoy them. It's about 92 pages long, probably about a good 30% longer than Cleaving Thought from Bone, 25% longer, something like that. So, yeah, if you're interested, by all means, check it out. 25%, I think, is closer, by the way. So, have I read you guys Something Was Wrong out of More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark? I don't think I have, but if I'm wrong here, let me know. I'm gonna sit back and sip some more of this hard apple cider. Yes, I am drinking and streaming right now, but I am confident that by the time I start feeling this, I will be done with the stream. So that's the goal. Special brownie. No, I can't do that, Fuzzy. He will not be happy. He'll know. He's not a dumb man. He's very intelligent. So, ideal. I'm very good on putting on performances. So I'm going to go ahead and just, I don't think anybody commented that I've read this. I'm just going to read this real quick again. If I've read it already, if not, I'm going to read it real quick for the first time. Something Was Wrong by Alan Schwartz. One morning, John Sullivan found himself walking along a street downtown. He could not explain what he was doing there, or how he got there, or where he had been earlier. He didn't even know what time it was. He saw a woman walking toward him and stopped her. "I'm afraid I forgot my watch," he said and smiled. "Can you tell me the time?" When she saw him, she screamed and ran. Then John Sullivan noticed that other people were afraid of him. When they saw him coming, they flattened themselves against a building or ran across the street to stay out of his way. There must be something wrong with me, John Sullivan thought. I'd better go home. He hailed a taxi, but the driver took one look at him and sped away. John Sullivan did not understand what was going on, and it scared him. Maybe somebody at home can come and get me, he thought. He found a telephone and called his wife, but a voice he did not recognize answered. "Is Mrs. Sullivan there?" he asked. "No, she's at a funeral," the voice said. "Mr. Sullivan was killed yesterday in an accident downtown." So I figured I would read you guys one little ditty at least. I think we've covered just about everything. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post them. Gonna go ahead and answer whatever you want, but I think I'm gonna end the stream here pretty soon. Like I said, book promotion streams are never quite an hour, typically half an hour to 45 minutes long. And we've actually been at it for a good 45 minutes, just about solid. So I'm pretty proud of myself. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, please go ahead and post them. Yeah, I know. I knew it. Yeah, I love that book. Like seriously, little short hard hitters like that, little tiny ones, little shorties, like those are so good to read. Like those are perfect little campfire tales to like just sit around and scare the crap out of your kids with. Yes, please keep me posted. princess. And I did bring my the attention to my wife. I think she was looking to reach out to you. So if she hasn't, go ahead and shoot her a message. I'm sure she'd be more than happy to talk to you about some things. But we're family here, and I know I got your back, and I'm sure everybody else does too. So no worries. Try and keep that smile. Like I said, this is no ending. This is just a beginning to your motivation for the rest of your life. So there's good that's going to come from this, not bad. Oh, ISB. Hey man, I'll just give you a quick rundown. We had a couple late showers. Hell's Boulevard, my fourth book that I've published, my first completely self-written book that I've published in the past 3 years, is now available. Links are in description. $3.99 Kindle, $13.99 paperback, and 92 pages long. So about 20 pages longer than Cleaving Thought from Bone. About half of them are autumn, fallish, Halloween themed, and just jam packed with their same amount, 13 stories, but they're bigger stories. So I think there's a pretty good lineup in there. Anyways, but the book is available. And another reason why I wanted to put it out before October, about a week beforehand, is honestly because I figured if anybody wanted to buy it, you might want to have it before October 1st. I thought you might want to have it for your month of October, something to help you get into the Halloween spirit. I want everybody to join in with me to the Halloween spirit. So yeah, it's there if you want it. Like Kindle, like I said, $3.99. Wanted to keep everything nice and cheap, so anybody that wanted it and just can't grab a paperback right now, the Kindle is relatively affordable. So that's you missed some of that. We did a little bit more talking. The contest winner, Mia Mina. She won the contest, so that was another announcement. And then we talked briefly about the 13 Days of Halloween. And I read a short story from More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. And I think that brings us just about up to date. Yeah, she did. She did a very, very good job. I'm really, really excited to go ahead and narrate for you guys. And I can't wait for it to drop on Creepypasta Day. Almost right in the middle of October. And then my anniversary, my wedding anniversary is on the 15th. So I think for my anniversary this year, I've been talking to my wife about it. We might be going apple picking, and then I'm going to go grab a hotel room, obviously. But before we retire to the hotel, I'm thinking maybe we'll go on one of those guided tour haunts. So nothing real crazy or anything. Something a little bit more, dress in a nice attire. And take an actual like a historical haunted walk or tour, something like that. So we might do something like that for our anniversary. So lots of Halloween stuff going on. I've been in the mood since the beginning of September, and I've drank more pumpkin spice than I don't know 100 pumpkin pies. I've been down in it. Fuel for the horror creation. Oh, absolutely. It's my pleasure, Baron. And this isn't going to be my last contest. I'm going to do more writing contests. I'm going to do fan art contests because I know not everybody writes. If I can think of any other ideas for contests, I might come out with that. But there will be more contests in the future. So don't be disheartened. There will be more to everybody who's submitted. Do not be disheartened. There will be more contests, and I'm not the same person can win every time. It's also going to be when somebody has a replica of a mask, then we're gonna we'll go ahead and we'll let them have that mask. We'll give somebody else a shot. So, but I'll try and keep things as fair as I possibly can with contests moving forward. I think this one went pretty fairly, and it was a good time. I'm so happy with how many people submitted. Like that was just really cool. I did not expect so many submissions. So really, really appreciate you guys. Sending in, being a part of it. It was a really good time, and more great stuff to come. So do scary poems. That's actually a good idea. Maybe the next writing contest. Maybe that will be a criteria for the writing, is it's got to be in poem form. So it's something to think about, man, for sure. I don't think I can do one tonight, Reaper, and after party. I've got work tomorrow. That's actually why I'm going to be ending the stream here, like really soon. So I would do an after party if I could, but unfortunately I can't. I actually had to do all my work that I would do up until this point during the week, like narrating, or not. No, it's not narrating. That's usually done, but editing and stuff like that. But I had to get my Wednesday stuff done too, done before tonight. So I had tonight clear. Plus, I'm going camping this weekend, so I'm not gonna be able to narrate on Saturday. So I had to do that before Wednesday. Also got done with the 13 days of Halloween this week before today. So I've had a lot of stuff to get done this week just so I could squeeze this in. But I do unfortunately have to go to work tomorrow. Trust me, I don't want to. Fear, I agree. I'm glad I was not judging for sure. At least I can sit here with my hands in the air and say, I didn't judge. but I know for a fact, everybody who submitted took things really seriously, and I guarantee you not one of these stories is bad. I guarantee you all that you all did really good. So I'm really glad that you enjoyed writing it, Creepy Clown Girl. Please keep writing. I know that you've been working on some various projects, and I'm just very excited to see really all the stuff that you create. So just keep it coming, keep pumping it out. And again, I do Tuesday Tidbits again, and I am taking original submissions for Tuesday Tidbits. So if you guys want to send a write and send something over for a Tuesday, you're more than welcome to. I agree with Mary. And yeah, there's nothing but talented people in here. So everybody should be proud of themselves and be happy. So, well, boils and ghouls, I do have to call it a night. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I hope you got a lot of information gleaned out of it. If you do pick up the book, I really, really hope you guys enjoy the read, and I honestly think that you're going to. You know me, I don't typically build hype unless I actually deliver. I'm but I don't want to out it. I like Nintendo, so we're just going to say I'm not Nintendo. But Nintendo does a pretty good job building hype sometimes, but sometimes they do fall flat. So I'm not them. I build hype. I typically deliver. So I really, really think you guys will enjoy this book, and I honestly think it'll add to your Halloween enjoyment if you pick it up. So beyond that, really, really love you guys. How many were submitted? Oh, jeez. I had at least a good 15 stories. Had to be more. I would say at least that, probably more than 15. And that's a good count for, a writing contest, because not everybody submits. Most people don't. Thank you, Debbie, and welcome. I'm sorry I did not see you earlier. Welcome, and I'm glad that you stopped in. And if you do buy it, like I said, I really hope you enjoy it. I honestly think you will. And if for some reason you don't, the thought counts, and just the consideration of it is much appreciated. Yeah, it is. It is, especially for a work night. So that's why I'm going to be bouncing out here, guys. But I really, really, really want to thank you guys for coming in. If you guys do have anything last minute, I don't want to cut you off. So if you want to go ahead and type something in, by all means, I'll answer you real quick. I'll take a hit off my vape. We're 6 minutes away from that 1 hour mark. So if we push it out that 6 minutes, I'm not going to be too upset. Yes. Yeah. Mia, congratulations. Yes, to Mia Mina. Once more. Really, really well done. But again, really great turnout, guys, with the writing contest. And just keep it rolling. Keep doing what you guys do. Don't ever be afraid to be creative. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you can't do something, because you can. Absolutely. Everyone should be proud of themselves. Yes, absolutely. Big clap. I'll clap with you for sure. Congratulations, everybody who submitted. Congratulations to the runners up. Congratulations to Mia. And thank you guys for stopping into the stream. Thank you guys for being interested in the contest and interested in the book. And I really, really hope I can help add to your Halloween fun this year. I'm really, really gearing up for it and kind of going all out. So it's going to be a good time. I promise. Some point in time I could probably do that, do a submission book. But the only problem with that ISB is paying the royalties for all those stories, because I wouldn't be able to go ahead and just divide profits, you know what I mean, among X amount of people. So I'd have to go ahead and pay people up front for their story, for the rights to it, so that I could put it in the book. And I don't have the money up front to do that as of yet. So, but maybe in the future, that's something we could do. Submission books, that'd be fun, for sure. No, man, I don't mind at all, PA, for sure. You can, and I'll check it out too. Like, for sure. It's awesome. I don't mind at all. You guys know me. I'm pretty easygoing. If you guys want to post something, you want to share something, I'm all about it. I'm not a huge stickler for the rules. I don't like abuse. And I like people they're mindful, use common sense. Beyond that, let's all just have a good time. I mean, life itself is way too regulated. There's no reason to just overregulate the internet as well. Let's all be creative. Creativity is freedom. Rules do help keep chaos out. I agree. I am also a believer, though, that chaos spawns imagination. And that's also a big reason for my approach to like my Discord and my channel and stuff like that. I'm a little bit less professional than my counterparts. I get right on the level with the fans, because I'm a fan first. And I honestly feel that the alleviation of restrictions does help to facilitate a bit of freedom that can really spark creativity and imagination. And if there's one thing I like just as much as creating horror for all you guys, making scary, as I call it, is watching you guys do it too, to be a part of it, to have somebody come to me with questions or do a voice roll for me, or start a channel because they saw my videos and ask for feedback and advice from me because my opinion matters. Which, again, people come to me for writing advice and stuff. I'm very taken aback by that. I'm very, very honored that people would even consider me for those kinds of things. And to give somebody that positive feedback and explain to them what they're doing right and give them the support and the reinforcement that they need to keep doing it and practice more and more, and then watch them grow. Watch them start writing and start narrating. Watch their subscriber count start surpassing mine. It's a really cool feeling to be able to plant that seed and nurture that into blossoming. So again, it's an honor and a responsibility I feel to the people that reach out to me. Something's there that can be grown. I'm not here to squash it. I am here to help you. This is not a competition for me. I am not out to be the best. I am out to be the best me. I want to be the best me that I can be. As far as other people are concerned, that's them. They're them. I'm me. I'm only out to outdo myself. Love you all. Really, really hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Really, really hope you guys enjoy the book. If you happen to pick it up, if you do, I honestly think it will add to your whole Halloween month. Yes, absolutely. ISB. Hugs for all of you. Links for the book in the description. Congratulations again to you, Mia. I'm going to be reaching out to you in Discord as soon as I click end stream. And thank you for everybody that submitted. I will see you guys all again this coming Saturday. I will be at camp at Locust Lake, so I will be seeing you then. And don't forget to be tuning in more for the 13 days of Halloween are coming up at the end of the next month, starting October 19th. So don't miss out for that one. Love you guys to death. Thanks a ton for checking out the stream. I'll be seeing you around.
Bye, dudes.
And Shiloh says bye. Bye-bye.